Mm-hmm.
And still isn't, you know. So there's like a shift to go on about you and your dad there, but it makes sense, right? And it makes sense how you were. So there's a relief in that, and then with the getting yourself back, it's like, oh well, one thing is that guilt. I can take that guilt off of me because you had all the confusion, and then you had a big glob of guilt on the top,
Mm-hmm.
right? So it's like, oh, I can take that guilt off.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not that I'm crazy, or it's not that I'm stupid, I'm not whatever or
Right.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Given that was my really early experience, and I was triggered and got in a
Mm-hmm.
frozen state, right? I can take the guilt off.
Mm-hmm.
So let's check in with you again. Now you understand it, and now we've taken the guilt off.
Mm-hmm.
How is that feeling?
Well, I feel a twinge of hopefulness
Mm,
that this doesn't have, that I don't have to be this, that I can be different.
mm, 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 mm.
And, I feel there's a little freedom in that.
Yeah,
Feeling freer.
yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. That
Yeah.
feels great. Yeah, I feel that
Hmm.
too. Right.
And,
Mhm.
but I still have a big question mark about that,
Mm-mm.
regaining the confidence or that feeling of myself. And
Mm-mm.
maybe I just have to be a different version of that person, that person's gone,
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
because of being ill or just time or whatever.
Okay, well, let's check that, Debs. When you say, I just need to be a different version of that
Hmm.
person, how does that land? Does that does that feel right, or?
Well, it feels like a bit of a cop out, and it also feels like maybe that's what this is. You
What
know,
is?
maybe this is part of the growth process or the evolving process of just my life experiences.
Mm-mm.
And so it can't be the same or shouldn't be,
Mm-mm.
but I could be a better version.
Mm. Mm-mm. So there's part of that that feels a cop out, and that cop out would be if you did it maybe in a superficial way. Oh, I'll just be a different version of myself,
Hmm.
right? I don't know if I've got this right. And another way of taking it is, oh, of course I'm going to be a different version
Hmm.
because this is an evolution.
Right, because I'm already a different person.
I'm
I mean, how
already a
could
different,
you be the
right,
same? Hmm.
right, yeah, 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 right. And that part of getting yourself back is understanding what happened, like in a deep way, which
Hmm.
not just a thinking way. And then once you understand, you can lift off some of the guilt and the shame,
Hmm.
and then you find yourself underneath. Right? It's like it all got tangled up and then had a stone put on top,
Hmm.
right? And this is part of the process of getting you back. So then
Hmm.
some space and some hope can come. And then it's like breathing with that space and that hope to see what that brings.
Hmm.
As you say, it's like a process of evolution,
Hmm.
right? And then that means you're going to emerge slightly different. And you'll get yourself back, but a little changed.
Hmm.
And you'll be a different version in that
Hmm.
way,
Yeah, that's right.
right? So how does all of that resonate?
That feels good. It feels true.
Mm-mm,
Hmm.
mm-mm, mm-mm. How does that feel here? It
Mm.
feels good. It feels true.
It feels soothing.
Mm. Mm-mm. Mm. Yeah, I can sense that too. It's
Mm-hmm.
calming. There's something
Mm-hmm.
calming and soothing. It's like, oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
right. That makes sense.
But I tried that. I tried just putting space between it,
Mm.
losing my job. But that's been so long ago. That didn't work.
Mm. Mm.
So I
Right.
realized that I need to be more active in it.
Right. Right. It's the untangling that you're doing
Mm-hmm.
now.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So let's just we have just a few. We have like 5 more minutes. So
Mm-hmm.
in that calming and that soothing, let's just see what comes for you here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just give that calming and that soothing all the space that it needs in your body, in your experience.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just let that flower.
Well, I mean, it feels very peaceful,
Mm.
but it also feels pretty far away.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm. So there's a peaceful,
Mm-hmm.
right? Where do you feel the peaceful?
In here.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a peaceful and it feels far away at the
Mm-hmm.
same time. What makes it so far away? What's that far awayness?
Mm. Like I can visualize it, but I know it's not real.
Mm-mm.
It has a kind of dreamy state about it that I know it's not real.
That's
It's what
interesting.
it's just like a figment of my imagination. Like I want it to be that way, but I know it isn't.
So let me check that with you because you say you feel it,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you're experiencing it,
Mm-hmm.
and yet you say you're visualizing it, and it's far away. I'm just wondering why
Yeah.
that's
Like I can
different.
feel a calmness because I'm looking at what I want to be the future.
Mm. Mm-mm. Mm. So let's just take a moment. Can you feel the connection between the calm and what you're visualizing?
Mm.
Let's just feel that connection. There's a direct connection there.
Mm-hmm. I can feel it, the warmth of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's off there in the future,
Mm-hmm.
and as you connect with it, you can feel the warmth of that
Mm-hmm.
connection of what's there.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you notice about the connection itself?
Mm.
The connection that's bringing the warmth.
That it's strong and it
Mm.
has a pulse or a life source, a life in it.
Mm. It does.
Mm-hmm.
It has a life. It has a life to it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. How is it when you tap into and realize it has a life? It's
Mm.
got its
Well, it
own
makes
life.
me feel stronger, empowered, or
Yeah,
something.
right. Yeah, yeah. It has
Like
its
that's
own
the
life.
where I used to be.
Yeah, yeah.
I used to
Right,
feel that life force a lot,
right, right.
and I used to be able to get myself to feel it at will.
Yeah, right, right. And here it
Mm-hmm.
is,
Mm-hmm.
right? You're connected to it, and connected powerfully to it, actually.
I could harness it or bring it into me.
Yeah, you know this really well.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's here. It might be off in the future, but you have a very real, alive relationship with it.
Mm-hmm.
You've reestablished.
Yeah, I know it's out there.
Right.
It's like wants to come back.
Right. It
Mm-hmm.
wants to come back, and you've already made a living connection with it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's powerful, and it's already starting.
Yeah, that was really cool, Charlotte.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So let's just hang out with it. We've got a couple more minutes. Let's just
Mm-hmm.
hang out here.
Yeah, I feel this kind of excitement, like, okay, I'm ready to go now.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I want to be able to take this and keep it with me for as long
yeah,
as it's going to stay with me.